Dobre utro, tovarish. This is Man Life Society. Sasha here from Man Life Society. Today I'm going to show you how to field strip the venerable AK47. The first step in field stripping any gun is to remove the magazine and verify that the firearm is unloaded. After you've made sure that the gun is unloaded and you're not going to shoot your face off, you can begin the disassembly. The first step in disassembly is removing the receiver cover. To remove the receiver cover, you will need to fully depress the receiver cover button located at the rear of the receiver cover, and then lift the receiver cover off and set it aside. The second step in the field strip is going to be to remove the recoil spring. To remove the recoil spring, you will fully depress the receiver cover button. The spring is under tension, so hold it with your left hand, pull it up, and pull it out. Set it aside. The third step will be to remove the bolt carrier assembly. In order to remove the bolt carrier assembly, you will grasp it near the rear and at the bottom and pull it straight back. The next step in field stripping will be to remove the bolt from the bolt carrier assembly. In order to do so, simply rotate it and pull it out. Set both aside. The final step of the field strip will include removing the gas tube. In order to remove the gas tube, locate the gas tube lever, rotate it up to 45-degree angle, and remove the gas tube. Set it aside. The field strip of the rifle is now complete, and you can move on to reassembly. The reassembly of the rifle is essentially the disassembly of the rifle, but in reverse order. However, there are a few tips and tricks to keep in mind, so we will go over the reassembly. The first step in reassembly will be replacing the gas tube. First, make sure that your gas tube lever is rotated up, otherwise it won't fit on. Seat the gas tube in and rotate the gas tube lever down. The next step in reassembly will be to seat the bolt inside of the bolt carrier properly. Stick the bolt inside of the bolt carrier and then orient it like so. If it is not oriented like so, it will not want to fit back down into the receiver. After you have the bolt properly oriented inside of the bolt carrier, place the bolt carrier at the rear of the receiver, press it down onto the rails, and slide it forward. The next step will be to replace the recoil spring. Take your recoil spring and slide it inside the bolt carrier assembly, as so. Pull the recoil spring back and seat the receiver cover into its appropriate rail. The final step in reassembly will be to replace the receiver cover. When replacing the receiver cover, take note of this notch that sits above the bolt carrier assembly. The end of the receiver cover will fit above this notch and then will slide in approximately 1 millimeter as so. Once you have seated the receiver cover above that notch, simply hold it in that notch and press it down over the receiver cover button. Once you have completed the reassembly of the rifle, check it for function. This is Man Life Society. Thanks for watching.